What's up guys, Andre here with another video, and today we've got two powerful, beautiful pieces of kit out in the market now. We've got the Sony XZ Premium as well as the Samsung S8 Plus. Both of these beasts are 2017 models from the manufacturers. So what this video is going to be is just looking at the phone side by side in terms of the design, its features, what they are like to use in real life. In terms of specs, I'm not going to be mentioning every single spec that the phones have because there's a lot of specs out there that you can find online. And what I really hope to get out of this video by the end is see if I can come out with one of these phones that I really like more than the other and give you my opinion on them. Here we have it guys, the latest models in 2017. We've got the XZ Premium from Sony and the S8 Plus from Samsung. 2017 is looking to be a huge year for smartphones, with the designs being absolutely beautiful. I love both of these phones, the designs of them. As you can see straight from the start, both of these phones are very fingerprint attractive. Now the reason for that is because on the front and the back, both of these handsets use Gorilla Corning Glass 5, so they are meant to be more scratch resistant. And so looking at these two phones side by side, you can see that they're pretty much the same height. The XZ Premium is a little bit wider than the S8 Plus, and I do believe that the S8 Plus is a little bit thinner than the XZ Premium. So all in all, the S8 Plus is a little bit of a smaller and more compact design than the XZ Premium. However, I do like both of these designs, although they are very different. Although they're the same height, we have a 6.2-inch display with the Samsung S8 Plus and a 5.46-inch display with the Sony XZ Premium. The reason for that is the bezels taking up quite a lot of the space at the top and the bottom with the S8 Plus. Samsung have dubbed this as the infinity display because the bezels are so small. So the screen to the body ratio is much higher on the S8 Plus than the XZ Premium. Now looking around these phones, on the side with the XZ Premium we have the power button and a camera button and the volume buttons on the right hand side. On the Samsung S8 Plus we just have a power button. On the left hand side we have the SIM card tray on the Sony, and on the Samsung we have the power buttons and the Bixby button. On top, Sony have decided to put the 3.5mm headphone jack on top, whilst Samsung have got the SIM card slot on the top. On the bottom, both of these phones have got their charging ports, with both of the companies going for a USB Type-C connector. As you can see, the Samsung has got the 3.5mm headphone jack on the bottom as well as its speaker. I may have missed the speaker on the XZ Premium because it's not on top or the bottom, it's right on the front of the screen. So we have one there and one at the bottom of the screen, and yes, it is a stereo speaker, which the Samsung S8 Plus is lacking. In terms of specifications, both of these handsets come with 64GB internal storage and with the ability of adding a micro SD card on the top on the S8 Plus and on the side with the XZ Premium, up to 256GB, which is insane. Also, in addition, both of these handsets come with 4GB of RAM to allow you to multitask that much better. Now yes, both of these handsets are running on Android 7. There are slight differences between the two because each manufacturer likes to put their own little twist on the phones. So with the XZ Premium, to access your apps, you have an app tray. This will show you all your apps that you've got downloaded on the handset. With the Samsung S8 Plus, you just slide up to access all your apps. With the Samsung S8 Plus, yes, they've got rid of the home button, so it's more of a software button just like the Sony XZ Premium. However, the difference between the two being is that the home button on the S8 Plus is also pressure sensitive. So if you put some pressure on the home button, it will give you a little feedback, a little vibration, letting you know that you've pressed it a little bit harder. Now that also allows you to press it from a home screen, so you don't have to press the power button. you just press it a little bit harder there and it will unlock your phone. Now in terms of the display, Samsung have decided to go for a 2K 6.2 inch display, with the Sony going for a 4K 5.46 inch display. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, going for a smaller display. One major difference between the displays of these two beautiful handsets is the pixel density. So what that is pixels per inch, with the Sony having a whopping 807 pixels per inch, whilst the Samsung S8 Plus has got 529. Now although it's only got 529, it's still a very crisp, very beautiful display to look at. Now a really big difference between these two phones is that the S8 Plus has got a fingerprint sensor on the back, whilst the Sony XZ Premium has got fingerprints very conveniently placed on the side, which I really like, and it's super fast. In terms of using Android 7, everything else seems to be pretty much the same. You pinch to change things around, and with slight variations between the two, because obviously they like to make it a little bit unique with each brand. Now the Sony XZ Premium doesn't run in 4K all the time. It runs at 1080p, and it will switch to 4K display when you are looking at media which is capable of 4K, for example YouTube, or pictures or videos that you recorded and playing them back on your phone. That's when the resolution will change. I guess this is to save battery life. That's the reason Sony have decided to sort of do that. With the Samsung S8 Plus, you can change the resolution and you can keep it at 2K all the time. Now I do know that you can also make this a constant 4K display. However, you have to go through settings and I believe the third-party apps also. It's not very straightforward. In terms of the camera apps, the Sony S8 Plus has got a 12 megapixels f1.7 26mm lens, capable of filming in 4K at 30 frames per second. The front-facing camera on the S8 Plus is an 8 megapixels, also at f1.7. With the Sony XZ Premium, we have a 19 megapixels on the back, f2.0, with a 25mm lens, also capable of filming in 4K at 30 frames per second. So very similar features there with the camera on both of these handsets. The front-facing camera with the Sony XZ Premium is a 13 megapixel f2.0 camera, so higher megapixels on the Sony. However, where these two phones very much differ is with their slow motion. So the Sony XZ Premium is able to capture slow motion at 960 frames per second, which is insane, something the Samsung S8 Plus is not capable of. Although it does have a slow motion feature, it's nowhere near as powerful as the Sony XZ Premium. Okay guys, so that was a little bit of a comparison video, side-by-side look at the S8 Plus and the Sony XZ Premium. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm looking forward to reading comments down below as to which one people prefer. I honestly do like both of these handsets a lot. The designs differ very much. However, I'm a big fan of both of these designs. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit a like. If you really enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. And if you didn't enjoy the video, I really hope you got something at least useful out of the video. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.